Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Sorry about all the trouble, man. My laptop wasn't working for me.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was me or you or what. Could you
I
hear me
wrote a
earlier or
couple
no?
things on the chat, but I don't think you saw the words. I was asking, I told you my mic wasn't working, but
See anything?
Hi James, how you doing, man? Good to meet you. I'm John.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I am James.
I haven't heard from Gabriel, so I don't know if he's getting my invite or my email or emails or what.
Okay.
I only got to do the mini project number one. I didn't get to the second one yet.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to it either. I've had kind of a crazy week. It's my wife's birthday coming up, so we've been doing a couple things for her. So, um, just trying to make her happy.
That's our job. So I had wrote down. Let me look and see where I put my questions. I wrote down some questions I had. The when you first open the mini project, it has that circular problem. Everything that's on there is referring to a document that's a workbook that's not provided somewhere else. Are we supposed to just change that to the reference for the price and the the tax on the summary page? Is that what you did?
Wait, are you talking about one or mini project one or two?
Mini project one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me open that up. I'm sorry. I thought we were gonna be working on two. Let me-
Yeah, I haven't gotten past the exercise 5 and 6 yet, so I can't open number two yet.
Oh, okay. Did he give you permission to turn in your mini project one late?
I didn't ask. I realized it was supposed to be handed in last night or this morning, I should say, and I submitted like 10 minutes ago, but I have it
Hmm.
to
Okay.
discuss with you.
I think it was actually due Saturday night.
Yeah, I saw that it was due. I thought it was due this morning. I don't know.
Yeah. Um, okay. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, I need to hold on a second. I need to find where I'm getting off one of my email. I'm on a different computer now, so I
Yeah.
emailed it to myself. So now I'm trying to get it open so if I get it downloaded so I can talk to you about it.
Yeah, no
And we're
worries.
talking.
I'm gonna pull it up, pull Google Hangouts on my laptop up so I can share my screen and show you what I did
Okay.
as well. Sorry, I was a little later than I thought getting off work. So
Not a problem. I didn't get my laptop up and running until like 6. I didn't get the invites out until it was already past the time I said I would. Mhm. I had some questions written down to discuss because I wanted to go over, but no, I don't even know where I put that. The hold on, let me try and remember what it was that I was having trouble with.
there it is.
Just look at it. For the store that we added, the St. Louis, I just put store number 0000 and made a whole list of them, but I didn't put any information in from it. Is that basically what you did?
Um, yeah. So let's see. going on here?
Yeah, all my questions are on the other computer.
I don't know why it's. I'm just trying to get into the call with you right now from my computer.
Take your time, man. I'm scrambling to get everything pulled up on my computer.
So I don't know why
Have you
it's
been in
saying that.
contact with Gabriel yet?
No, I've um I've only the emails that you've gotten are the only emails I've gotten. So
Okay.
I don't know why it's not letting me. It says I'm already in the call, but I'm
I
wondering
think
if
maybe
it's.
because I sent you an invite to the one meeting and then I closed that window and I started another one and then I came out here to do another one. And maybe because I sent you, you're linking on the wrong link or something. I don't know. Just guessing. Okay,
I just
no.
don't remember it being this hard. I don't. I keep getting these how to get started thing, but I don't know why it would. Oh, you know what? I think I have to be on Chrome. I'm on Firefox. Why they can make it so
Well, you know how
difficult?
color code the tabs at the bottom of the screen of the sheets, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was like one of the first things I did. That wasn't really difficult.
yeah. So what do you have a question about? How
I
I
can't
can.
remember. I on the summary page when we were doing. Let me go back to the summary page. On the summary page where we're giving the totals, we had to reference like where it says total amount. We had to reference sum. We do the sum function, then go to the Denver page for the Denver total, and then the next one is the Detroit page for the Detroit total. And I was trying to just like copy and drag and or I don't remember. I just went to one by one. Take. Is that my voice repeating?
Yeah, it's because I was connected to two videos.
No worries.
So now we're good. Um, just gonna pull up my spreadsheet here.
Okay.
I made project one. I think that's it. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen with you. Can you see my screen?
I can see the video of me. Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So what was the question again?
I was gonna say back on the summary page when we were doing the totals, how to like when I wanted to just copy a whole row of functions like for each of the different pages. I couldn't figure out how to do it just like with the shortcut. I just one by one manually did each one. I was wondering if you. I don't know. It's not important. I finally I figured my way through it, but it just I didn't know what the shortcut was.
You're asking how to do. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying
I
to.
was I was just saying I had a question about how a shortcut for how to copy and paste or to drag out all the totals for each of the different sheets, but it's okay. I just went through one by one. I did each one manually, so I don't really need to know now. It's already finished.
Oh, okay. So you were asking like how you. and get the sums and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Were you using command? So, for instance, is it command? Oh man, trying to remember.
I remember watching things like Control Shift Enter, but that's like on a different lesson, I think.
So it's shift. I'm trying to see. I have a Mac,
Oh,
and
I
so,
see.
um, I, I I've partitioned my computer to run the
Mm-hmm.
um, Excel on a Microsoft side on my computer, but my keyboard is a Mac keyboard, and so my keys they're different than a PC, and so I use Shift Command to to grab everything. Um, I'm not sure what you would have to use. Uh, but
Were you able to get to do the whole mini project one on your own, or are you still doing it?
no, I'm done with Project One. I've already turned that in. Um, but that was supposed to be like that. Whatever. Anyways.
So it asks us to add 25 new customers on the bottom of each page.
Mhm.
When the way mine looks, I have just a bunch of like 0001, 0002, 000, like 25 of them, and there's no dollar amounts, but there's like the functions are in place. Is that how yours looked?
Can you see mine right now?
Oh, wait, let me go back and look. Sorry, I was busy looking at mine.
No worries.
Yeah, I can see yours.
Okay,
Wait,
so
on, wait, there it is. Okay.
they asked us to leave the item number blank and the amount blank, and then to fill the equations in. So that way, it'll automatically turn those zeros into regular numbers if we add something. So let's just do this. Let's do for the item number, and then we'll do 15 for how many. And then if you look, it automatically then.
Yeah, I see that. On
So that
your page, it's got the different colors for the different lines, the orange and white, orange, white. Was that supposed to be, is that part of the instructions, or is that just something you did?
yeah, so the part of the instructions just says like make it look good.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
So when I when I worked my last job, one of the best things is just being able to know what you're looking at without having to look at it, you know? And so for instance, I've color coordinated all of the pages with the tabs. So if you go to Detroit, it's yellow tab. If you go to Phoenix, purple because it's a purple tab. If you go to
That's
Pittsburgh,
cool. I didn't think about that. I never thought of that.
so that way you know, like, okay, I know what I'm looking at just by looking at it, rather than trying to figure it out.
Okay.
So
Well, since I can't think of what my questions are, tell you what, hang on for 1 minute. I'm gonna roll in the other room for a second, okay?
yeah, no worries.
Hold on. Yeah. Hey, Stacy. All right, I don't want to make our whole meeting a shot in the dark, a miss, a target, you know. So let me go over. Let me boot up this laptop and see what I can go over the questions I had written down before.
No worries.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. So where are you at?
What do you mean?
Like, where do you live?
Oh, I'm in California, Huntington Beach.
My sister lives out there.
Oh yeah.
You're Big Sur, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's up north. I'm Southern California.
I'm down in South Florida, where President Trump lives on the weekends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How long you been? I've been a member since 2010. How long you been a member?
My whole life, but haven't always been active. Just been trying to figure it out myself, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm truly grateful for BYU.
Yeah,
If
that's
it weren't
true.
for this, I would never be able to go back to college.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me pull that. I just had it a second ago. Hold on. All right. On the summary page, we change? My question was, do we change the C7 to make it a flat 6%, or am I missing like a customer pricing model reference for a different workbook? When you go up to your summary page for the tax, you just change that
Yeah.
0 to a 6, or is it like a referring to somewhere else?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat it?
Go to your summary page for where it says
Yeah.
tax rate.
Yeah.
It used to be referring to a different workbook, but you just
Yeah.
changed that to a 6, right?
Correct. But so actually, yeah. Actually, that's exactly what I did.
Okay, I just want to
I
make
was
sure.
going to say there's an equation put in before, and so you had to change it, but I did all that without reading the thing.
Yeah, I
And
did it
so what?
too.
And
I was just worried that I was jumping, like stepping overlooking something.
no. Yeah. So um, you just the instructions were pretty cut and dry. It's best to read it all before you
Yeah.
actually do it because then you're going to end up doing extra work if you don't. Um, so that's kind of how I feel about it. Uh, but yeah, so all of it's kind of like all the references that it was stating beforehand. What you had to do is you had to re-reference it and get rid of the outside reference.
Okay.
I think that's what your question was before.
Yeah.
Um, you just got to eliminate that outside reference so that way it doesn't refer to that page anymore, but instead it refers to um, the actual cells in the page itself
On the summary
in the
page, right?
workbook. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I did. Okay, good. All right. My other question I had
So,
written down was on the Phoenix sheet on the Phoenix store. It said
mhm.
D column also had that reference to a different workbook, and yeah, I guess it's the same question. Never mind. All right. And I did those things making the summary sheets references anchored. And I went sheet by sheet, and I like on how on each store we had to do the quantity times the price, and then drag it down for all the different customers.
Mhm.
When we did that, we had to anchor the reference to the one that's on to the price on the summary sheet. That's what you did,
Exactly.
right? It anchored, but because that's how I was able to make it work.
Yeah.
I just
If you
want to make
don't
sure I was
anchor
doing
it,
the
it's
right
just
thing.
if you don't anchor it, it's just going to create issues. So if you can see my page,
Yeah, kind of.
all my equations are anchored. Um, there's only certain things that you don't need to anchor. because obviously you're not going to be dragging across, you're going to be dragging down. So you don't need to worry about anchoring the C3, but you need to make sure that you completely anchor the E6 from the summary sheet, because that's going to be your constant, and you don't want that to change, because if you don't anchor it, it's going to go down with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, the last question I had was when I was making the extra 25 customer slots for each of the different stores.
Mm-hmm.
The question, the one I was trying to remember before was, how do I insert those 25 customer rows onto each sheet without copying and pasting each and every one by one? I was thinking there was like a shortcut to just like copy the whole page or copy. I didn't know I was gonna. How did you do that? Did you just copy and paste one by one?
Kind of. I mean, you have to go into each individual page. I made 25 on one, and I copied it, and then went to the next page, went to the end, and then pasted and all that. So yeah, unfortunately, it's not much you can do in speeding that process up.
Okay, well, it sounds like me and you did about the same. We're on the same page. We did the same things. So I feel confident. I feel more confident now that I did the right stuff. So I'm glad we talked.
Did you get your totals and everything correct over here on your summary sheet?
I think I did. Hold on. That took me the longest. I had to reference each page individually. I had to go to Denver, Phoenix, Tucson. You know, I couldn't figure out how to a shortcut for that either. Hold on, let me look at mine. We can talk and compare the two.
Oh.
All right, for your Denver store, your quantity total, was it 5161?
Yeah.
And then down at the bottom, Tulsa was 3294.
Yep.
All right, then let's over here for the total, including taxes. For the Denver store, I've got 123,089.85.
Correct.
That's what you got. All right, and then for St. Louis, there's nothing across the board because there's no customer.
Yeah, there's no custom information.
And for the total, including taxes, down at the bottom for Tulsa, I got 78,561.90. Is that what you got?
Yep.
Okay, then yeah, I think I did it right.
Okay, and then did you how did you color your stuff?
I just colored the tabs. Everything on the page itself is still white. I already submitted it, so I can't change it. But I just color coded the tabs at the bottom.
How did you do it?
Instead of like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, I named it Phoenix, Detroit. I named each one the location name, and then I went through the colors like as the colors they offer. The first one was red, so I made my first sheet red. Then the next one's kind of orange. So I made the next sheet orange. I just kind of went down the line. I wasn't really trying to be too creative.
Yeah. So that's actually something. So I took this class in the fall, and I had to drop it because my grandfather passed away, and I had to move in with my grandma to help her out.
My condolences.
Thank you. But so unfortunately I didn't get to finish it. I was like 3 weeks away from finishing the class. But so I took it last semester or in the fall, and that was one thing that they actually marked me off on, was doing a rainbow down at the bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they probably won't get you this time, but be careful on the color choices you do for the tabs.
Okay.
You don't want them to be the same as each other, obviously, but you don't want them to look like a rainbow, because then it just looks like you're not trying. And so what I did was I actually organized them in the original order that they gave us. I did the rainbow, and then I reorganized them by alphabetical order. And so I got rid of the rainbow.
You mean you rearranged the tabs to alphabetical order? Oh yeah, I didn't think of doing that.
So then that way, it's just organized another step. For instance, I mean, they'll know, like, oh, okay, I'm looking for Tulsa. Tulsa's T is going to be at the end, because that's, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. I hadn't thought of that.
And then for this upcoming one, for the mini project 2, I'm still working on that myself. I don't know if you can see my page or not.
I see it briefly. Like when you speak, your screen comes on, so I see your sheets. I haven't started with the mini project 2 yet. Can you give me any details about it?
I'd have to. Let me. Let's see. Let's see. There's a way that I can lock my screen, so that way it doesn't. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Can you still see my screen, or do you just see me?
I can see your face now. Yeah.
Okay.
Before I was looking at your desktop.
I think actually what it is you have to click on my page. So for instance, when I share my screen,
yeah,
you have to click down on my name down at the bottom.
Well,
like you see how there's little windows.
I just tried clicking your name, but it didn't do it. It may be different with Windows than it is with Macintosh.
Okay. Well, anyways, I'll just come over here and kind of show you what we've got. If you want to pull up the instructions, you can do that. I'll pull up mine. I'm going to pull it up on my iPad so that way I can.
I don't think I was allowed to get. Oh, you mean the instructions on the
Mini project 2?
Let me.
Or you can't access it yet?
I haven't done the quiz yet, but let me see if I can. Let me look on my. Go to my browser, see if I can.
You should be able to just do the quiz real quick and then access it. Unless
when I click on my browser, it's in my Google Hangouts. It's not letting me look on your web page right now. Go and just show me on yours. I'll be attentive.
Okay, I'm pulling up the instructions right now. All right, mini project 2.
Open a new window. Yeah, that worked. Okay.
Okay. So let's see. It says, we, the finance leadership team, are getting ready to set our new budget for next quarter. To help us do this, we are requesting an analysis of the monthly sales for the past 6 years or so for all 5 of our business divisions. In the attached spreadsheet, Mini Project 2 Excel workbook, you'll find 5 worksheets. Each worksheet has a sales history in dollars, revenues, for one of our divisions. We need the following done ASAP. So the first thing that I asked us to do is that it is annoying to have to click on each worksheet to find out what division it is. Isn't there an easier way to know what division each sheet represents? Shouldn't all sheets in a workbook always be easily identified? So obviously they're asking in that question or in that part to organize and to label the individual sheets within the workbook.
So we were just talking about with the color codes and.
Exactly.
Okay.
So in this case, for this one, what I did is I actually did it by color or by name. So for instance, I did orange for omega because it starts with an O. Green for gamma for G. D for or gray for delta. Because I don't think couldn't find a color that I'm like
do me a favor.
Happy with. And then red for alpha. What was that?
Do me a favor, please. When you were reading off the instructions, I was trying to access the mini project 2, and I was not able to do it. Did you read the instructions again for me, just so I can hear them?
Yeah. So do you want me to just read the first part?
Yeah.
Or the first? Okay.
read before. I was busy
So-
trying to do it. Might get to access it, but I couldn't.
So basically the first part isn't very important. Okay. Then it gets into the numbered section where it's giving you actual tasks to complete. The first task, it says, it is annoying to have to click on a worksheet to find out what division it is. Isn't there an easier way to know what division each sheet represents? Shouldn't all sheets in a workbook always be easily identified?
That's asking us to like name each sheet of the tab, right?
Exactly. So just labeling and color coordinating each of the sheets.
Okay.
So the next one says,
okay.
next one says, assign appropriate names to each of the 5 sales ranges on each sheet. Then use these name ranges in all your references for the calculations described below. So, did you understand what that one was saying?
It's telling you to create names for each of the processes yourself, not just what they provide for us, right?
No.
Say it again.
No.
Read it to me again.
So, assign appropriate names to each of the 5 sales history ranges.
So the
So
sales.
so this isn't.
Sorry.
So this isn't asking you to name the pages. It's asking you to name the. Can you see my page?
Yeah, I can.
So it's asking you to name all these cells.
Okay.
So down all the way to the 72 months.
What is that column? What is that column of?
That's the division sales for alpha.
Oh, okay.
So if you can see mine, I've named that selection of cells alpha sales.
Office sales. Okay.
So that way
I
know.
they're asking for, or are they talking about like a chronological thing, like sales in the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, end of the year?
Yeah, no. It's just asking you to select a range of cells and rename that range of cells so that way you can find it easier later. And so that's actually, let's see, then use the name ranges in all your references for the calculations described. So it's saying to use the name cells instead of actually going and clicking on all of them every single time. Does that make sense?
How does that happen? I don't understand what they're.
So let me show you mine, for instance. If you go back, you can go to my total sales. Total sales, it says, if you look at the equation box, it says round, and then it's sum of this. Do you see where it says alpha sales? That's not, you know, it doesn't look like it's saying B36 through B140, right?
Or one of the videos that we watch them teach us how to group cells into a certain name.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be learning in one of the videos we're gonna watch now.
Exactly. So that's one of the videos that we watched. Is how to name a group of a range of cells. And so it's actually really easy. If you click on the range of cells that you want, you just click up here to the left of the function box, and then you can type in a name and then hit enter, and then it'll be rename that.
The column will.
Well, whatever cells that you selected.
Oh, I got you. Okay. And that, like I said, that's probably the lesson I'm about to watch in 5 minutes here too.
Yeah,
I haven't done that yet. Okay.
Yeah. It's really not too hard.
All right.
I think the part that gets confusing here in a second, and this is the part that you'll probably really want some help on, is it starts asking you to do things like central tendency and all of that good stuff. Let's see, and then average dispersion.
I'm sorry, what? The last
no,
oh, sorry, I don't mean to keep talking on top of you, man. Go ahead.
No, you go.
All right. The last video I watched was just on the means and the median and the count and count A. I haven't gotten this far yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, most likely you're going to have a question about it. So I'm just trying to like explain it before you get to it, so that way you can kind of be prepared. Because all of this is actually due tonight. This is mini project 2.
I appreciate your help, man. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, so the words that they use in the actual mini project instructions are different than the words that they use in the videos. Okay. So
Okay.
what I've done is when I'm watching the videos, I'll write down different things that it'll be used for. So for instance, when I'm writing down an equation, what I'll do is I'll come here and I'll click on it, insert note, and then write this is when I'm doing like the instruction videos. Okay. So I'll add a note and write can be used as average dispersion equation. Because he might say something similar to that, but like the actual thing that the equation he's showing you doesn't actually say anything. Like he's using a round-up function, you know. So, but now later, if you go over your thing, you can say, okay, let me show my comment. Oh, okay, so this equation is what I need to find that. Oh, okay. So that's actually part of gamma sales average fluctuation. Okay, so he's taking this information and multiplying and dividing by, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. The note taking method. That's cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is you can do that while you're on your actual workbook that you're turning into the teacher. I don't think they're going to penalize you for having notes on it. Because in reality, like, yeah, they want you to do exactly what they do on the video, but they want you to learn. And how are you going to learn if you can't look back at it and be like, oh, this is what I was doing?
And your little reminder notes don't affect the outcome of the figure.
Exactly. They're just going to show up when you go to look at it.
Gotcha.
You know, and you can see it later. So,
well, my friend, thank you for meeting with me tonight. I'm sorry we missed Gabriel. I'll try and I've reached out to him a couple times for the email, but I haven't tried calling him. Hey, you know what? Maybe that's something you could do. Could you do me that favor? Could you look and see if there's a number for Gabriel, and if there is, give him a call, because I can't call long distance. I don't know if there's a number for him, but I'm not able to call if there is one.
yeah. Do you know where he's from?
I think I saw on a post that he said that he's. Oh yeah, I think he's in another country. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I think he's in another country.
He might need.
I don't remember, but he might have said Brazil. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that then.
It's pretty tough.
Now that I'm asking the question, I'm thinking I remember I looked for a phone number. I don't think he has one on there.
Yeah, we might just need to get. He probably has WhatsApp, and he probably uses WhatsApp to talk to people from the U.S. if he is from.
Yeah, I'm not really
out of
a
the country.
cell phone person because I can't use my fingers that great. So I'm just basically a computer guy. But there's like the cell phone, WhatsApp, and smartphone stuff. I'm not really savvy with that stuff.
No worries, no worries. I'll try to get in contact with him and then just keep using that email list so that way we're all on it and we can just hit reply all. But yeah. Well, do you know how to submit the video and all that?
I've done it in previous classes. I haven't looked at the assignment page for submitting it, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Why?
Yeah,
what do you tell me? Is there like can you download it and then upload it, or is there a link for it?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to post it to YouTube.
In
So
my,
then
my
you
other
just
class, when we did these meetings with the YouTube meetings, to submit it for the class, we just sent a link. The web.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You just send the link.
Okay.
So
All right, man. It's good to meet you, James.
same. I'm gonna try to make sure I'm here every Wednesday. So this time will work good for me. If you do have any questions about the mini project two, let me know. I'm still working on it myself, so
Okay.
hopefully we
As
can
far as the time for the
collaborate.
schedule, say it again.
I was just saying, hopefully we can collaborate if we have any questions or concerns.
I
But try
think
to get it done as soon as you can because it's due tonight.
I think for future meetings and just because of the deadline for the submissions, would you it all be possible to meet on Mondays?
um, it just depends. I mean,
Okay.
my schedule varies, so it's kind of hard for me to say what it's gonna be like. I know Wednesdays, Wednesdays and Sundays I have off completely. Wednesdays I have the evening off because I normally have mutual because I'm in young men's. I teach the young men.
Okay.
Um, so I get I have to go do that at it would be 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Um, but Mondays are going to vary for me. I mean, I'll most likely have some time Monday because I only work like seven 7.5 hour shifts, so I'll either be able to do it in the morning or in the afternoon. Normally, either before 2 or after 2.
Okay.
Um, so let me look at my calendar. I can tell you if I can do next Monday. What time next Monday? Let's see. Actually, so next Monday I'm free anytime next Monday.
All right. Well, I'll look and see about the due date times and everything, and we'll schedule for Monday. I'll let you know what's good for me.
Okay, sounds good. And then, did you want to meet again for mini project 3 before the end of the week?
When is it due? Is it due Wednesday or Saturday?
It's due on Saturday on May 5th.
Okay, let's meet on what day are you available? I'm available any day, really.
Okay, so Friday I'm available before 2, and then Saturday I'm available anytime.
All right, well then let's schedule for Saturday because Friday I'm busy in the morning.
Okay. Um, what time do you want to do Saturday?
How's about 11 here would be what time? 2 hours difference, I think.
I think it's 3 hours.
Are you in California? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
So 8 o'clock for me,
is that too
and
early?
then no, no, not at all. I'm normally up at like 4 in the morning.
Okay then. Well then
I
we'll
can't
work on
sleep.
Saturday for 8 o'clock you and 11 o'clock me. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna set a reminder here so that way I don't. Because Saturday, my wife sleeps in, so I ended up just trying to sleep in, but I'm the worst at sleeping in.
Mm.
Sounds good. Cool. Well, then we'll see each other on Saturday.
So Saturday 8 your time, 11 my time, and do you want to make it the Wednesday a standard meeting time because you're available?
Yeah. So if you want to do 4 o'clock, would 4 o'clock be okay for Mountain Standard Time?
Or Mountain
So
on Wednesdays?
6 p.m. your time.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay. We'll plan on that then,
All right,
because
buddy.
that way it'll give me that time. Cool, John. All right. Nice to meet you, man. Take care and feel free to email me if you have any questions.
Thanks, man. I'll talk to you later, bro.
Of course. See ya.
Night.